Niger now has become the second African country to cut ties with Ukraine, also the second country in the Alliance of the Sahel states, following after Mali cuts tight its relationship with Ukraine. Hello, I am Mahlet, Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. Now, Niger's following Mali to cut ties um, Ukraine is actually something expected. Now, first of all, Mali cut its relationship with Ukraine because Ukraine admitted that its top military intelligence has admitted that their involvement in the war against the rebel, against them Malian National Army by helping the rebels or the Tuaregs in Mali, and they have been caught with their flag, meaning the Malian rebels has been caught with their flags, and in this war also Russia is supporting Mali or the Malian army, and actually the top military intelligence of Ukraine came out and said that they have killed many Russian soldiers in this war. So that's what the victory is for them. So they're basically bringing the Ukraine-Russia war into Africa. And now the government spokesperson of Mali has came out on Sunday and said they have cut their relationship with Ukraine, and there are four measures that they have been taken. First of all, they have warned Ukraine that this Ukraine will pay for this, that Ukraine will not will pay for this. Secondly, Ukraine is now internationally, terrorist supporter country, and also the government, Mali's government spokesperson said those who support Ukraine are also sponsoring terrorism. And of course, at last, with all this, now Mali officially has cut their diplomatic tie. Now, today, the Niger government spokesperson came out and it has cut its tie with Ukraine. A year ago, when the revolution happened in Niger, if you remember, we have seen a lot of Russian flag in Niger. You know, there is a number of countries more and more aligning themselves with Russia. At that time, of course, Niger cut its ties with France, with the by kicking out the ambassador and the military, and then also the U.S. military. Now, so it's cutting its relationship with Ukraine. But why I say this is expected, because now remember, Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso have become a confederation. So attack, and also they have signed a defense. In fact, before they become a confederation, they have signed this defense pact, which an attack on one country is taken an attack on the other. So it's automatically for them, to take this measure. Not only Niger, I also expect, in fact, Burkina Faso also will cut its tie with with Ukraine. So this is not something unexpected. But the interesting part is that this is now coinciding with the Ukrainian foreign minister, who is currently in a tour in Africa, in 3 African countries. It's Malawi, Zambia, and Mauritius. Now, Ukraine has intensified its tour to Africa. The same with Russia. The same with the US. Everybody wants, wants a piece of Africa. The US, the Europeans, all of them. Even to the countries, they pay a visit to countries that they have sanctioned. Anyway, this is the foreign minister of Ukraine. This is his 4th tour in Africa. Now, these countries where he's going are really selected one. If you see why Malawi, Zambia, and Mauritius, all these 3 countries in the UN Security Council, for the resolution that US proposed, they have voted in favor of Ukraine. In fact, many African countries, significantly, they were less supportive of Ukraine. They were either one was bold enough to support Russia, which is Eritrea. To say no. Actually, not to support Russia is not the right word. To be against the resolution, and Eritrea voted no. Most of African countries, what they did is either they were abstain, or they were not even present where this vote was happening. So maybe, I don't know, out of 10, maybe 10 countries have voted in favor of Ukraine. So these three countries, Malawi, Zambia, and Mauritius, are those the three countries out of those 10 countries. Now, I'm going to invite you to listen what the spokesperson of the Niger government said when announcing their decision to cut their relationship with Ukraine. I'm gonna give this credit to the footage. We got it from Abraza Africana. So thank you very much for all your input in bringing with the translation, because these countries speak French, but there's always the English version available. There are three or four channels that I know. So Abraza Africana is one of them. So let's listen.
Providing unequivocal support to the coalition of terrorist groups responsible for the cowardly and barbaric attack perpetrated in the Tinzawatan against the Malian armed forces, FARMA. While reaffirming its unwavering support for FARMA in their noble fight for the freedom and territorial integrity of Mali, the Republic of Niger strongly condemns this act of aggression characterized as synonymous with support for international terrorism and a flagrant violation of the United Nations Charter and international law in general. The Republic of Niger appeals to the responsibility of the international community in the face of Ukraine's assumed choice to advocate terrorism in a global context where there is unanimity on the imperative to combat these scourges. Furthermore, the government of the Republic of Niger notes with bitterness the silence of African states and the African Union in particular in the face of the malicious attempt to transform the Sahel into a theater of ideological and strategic confrontation between foreign powers, whose purpose is to sharpen the dynamics of emancipation, conquest of true sovereignty and socio-economic development initiated by the AES Confederation, that's the Alliance of Sahel States.
Par la Confédération AES, Alliance des États du Sahel. Il interpelle par conséquent.
It therefore calls on all countries that love peace and justice to unambiguously denounce these subversive actions that threaten the stability of the African continent and risk exacerbating the suffering of the Sahelian populations who are already hard hit.
Saheliens déjà durement meurtris. Aussi,
also considering the seriousness of the situation and the recognized and assumed involvement of Ukraine in the aggression of Mali, the government of the Republic of Niger, in total solidarity with the government and the Malian people, decides in all sovereignty in accordance with the Vienna Convention of 1961 on diplomatic relations, and in application of the treaty establishing the AES Confederation of the following measures. 1. The severance with immediate effect of diplomatic relations between the Republic of Niger and Ukraine. 2. The referral to the United Nations Security Council in order to rule on the Ukrainian aggression and its sponsors. Finally, the Republic of Niger pays vibrant homage to all the civilian and military victims who fell on the field of honor and bows before their memory. Long live the AES Confederation. May God bless the people of Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger, made in Niamey on August 6, 2024.
So that is the spokesperson of the Niger government. So you have heard what he said. Really important, rightly so, timely. and as a confederation, Burkina Faso might also do this. So let's see what's going to happen in the next day or two, with regards to the Alliance of the Sahel States measure against Ukraine. Let us know in the comment section, what do you think of what the Niger government and Malian government has taken in cutting the relationship. And we will take it further. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and share the video with others. If you want to support us further, please go ahead and donate to our PayPal account. You can find it in the description section. Tune in again in a couple of minutes once this stream is over. Also, myself and Kwame will be here to analyze the drumming up of the African Union election and the candidates. So today we're going to look at Raila Odinga from Kenya. He's opposition leader. So he is warming up. He's in fact, he's lobbying around the neighboring countries. Join us in the discussion. Thanks again, and I will see you on the next one.